Hey, welcome to the next video in the series of video tutorials on how to create Dmods. In this tutorial, I'm just going to give you a quick introduction to scripting. I don't know how quick it'll actually be, but in the later videos, we'll get into actually writing the scripts and the more advanced stuff. So what I'm going to do is open our folder that we created for the Dmod that we've been using, which is OOTR. And what you want to do is open the story folder. And this is where all your scripts will be kept. As you can see here, there's already some scripts. There's already 5 scripts here, and they are needed by the game, so you want to leave them there. We'll get into how to edit them later. But right now, what you'll notice is that they have the extension C. So you can say main.c, start.c, start1.c. Now, if you can't see the extension, the C on the end of these, you want to make sure that you change it so you can see extensions. Otherwise, when you go to make some new scripts, like when you press new text file and you just name it, say first.c, let's say you named it that, you wouldn't be able to see that txt on the end there, and it would actually be a txt file and the game would not be able to actually read that script. So I'm actually going to delete that now. So what you want to do is, I'm not sure how to do this in XP because I haven't used it for a while, but for Vista or 7 you click organize and go to folder and search options, click on the view tab, and you want to make sure hide extensions for known file types is unticked. See, because if I tick it here, see how I can see the extension? If I tick it, I won't be able to see the C anymore on the end. So that's the reason that you want that unticked. You want to be able to see that. So there you go. Okay, now let's get into what you can use to edit scripts. I usually just use Notepad, but there are some other programs you can use, other software that people have released. If you go to the Dink network and go to Files, Utility, and there are a few here. There's Dink Editor, Dink Edit, there's C Edit by someone that's pretty high rated. There's a lot of software that you can try out here. Personally, I haven't even tried any of them out because I just use Notepad. You can go through here. Some of them automatically check for errors and stuff when you're writing scripts, so they can be helpful. But yeah, I generally just use Notepad, so we'll be using that. Okay, so Dink uses its own programming language, and you don't need any previous programming experience to learn Dink. And I'm going to assume that you don't have any previous programming experience, since these tutorials are aimed at beginners. This is a very easy scripting language, and you should pick it up quite easily. But I am going to give you a few suggestions, so if certain things are a bit unclear, there's a few things you can check out on the Dink network that will help. So you want to go to the Dink network and go to Files. And I'll just go there. Just a sec. To show you. And then you click on Tutorial. And there are a lot of tutorials here that can help you with Dmod making. But the two main ones that will really help are an Introduction to Dmod Making by Metatrassel, and that is a very helpful document for beginners, and I recommend reading through that either way, because you should get some help out of that. And also the Rudiments of Scripting by Binner. That's a very good tutorial mod. So it's actually a tutorial in the form of a mod, and that actually helped me when I started. So you know, you should really read through that. It actually gives you a lot of insight of how scripts actually work and stuff like that. So I do recommend reading through the Rudiments of Scripting and an Introduction to Dmod Making to help you with scripting. Okay, so that actually ends this video, and I'm going to be making the next video shortly, and that's going to be, we're actually going to be making our first script. We're going to actually be, if we go into our Dmod, we're gonna be making this tree talk. And yeah, so we'll be doing that. Alright, so yeah, see you next time.